Okay folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be testing out Titleist brand new TSi 3 driver. One of two heads that they've launched. They've launched this and the TSi 2. I've tried this one out in the course yesterday, played 12 holes or so, comparing it with my current driver, which is the Taylormade M5 from 2019. First impressions were really good. Sits really nicely behind the ball, very clean look to it. Very traditional sort of Titleist driver, not a whole lot going on, but certainly not offensive looking when you're looking down at the golf ball. A couple of things that I did notice on the golf course. Was struggling to shape it a little bit, struggled with hitting it left to right. Did lose it a little bit left at times as well, and it was certainly lower launching. We've got the same loft of head as what's in my current model, 9 degrees. Slightly different shaft though. We've got Hazardous Smoke 6.0 here, which is a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter flex as well than my current model. So a little bit softer flex, slightly lighter shaft, but we're going to be looking at the head more in isolation. We will mess about with the settings here as we test it out, see if we can get the shaping a little bit easier and see if we can maybe get it launching a little bit higher as well. So that's the advantage of having this little track on the back that we can adjust. We'll put that to the test. I don't really mess about with my current settings on the Taylormade M5, it's just sitting very neutral. So might need to do a little bit of manoeuvring with this one. I've already warmed up. The warm-up certainly reflected what happened on the course yesterday. Losing a couple left, quite low launching. It's quite windy today as well, and we're hitting straight into the wind, so this shoots out the lower launching driver a little bit. Looking forward to testing it out. Got the launch monitor set up. Now we're going to hit some shots. First of all, Taylormade M5. Jacket's back on. Seriously cold here. Let's give it a go. Okay folks, so without looking at it, immediately I can tell the difference where the club just wants to go left on me, the ball wants to go left. I've absolutely middled it, alright, so I don't know if you can see the strike pattern on that. All pretty close to the middle, maybe a little bit low on the face, but pretty centred, but it's definitely going left on me. Okay, so made some adjustments to the back of the head and the track, trying to make sure, put a little bit more weight in the toe, see if we get the ball starting a little bit further right. It's really not helped, it's kind of nose diving a little bit more. Okay, so I've moved the driver back into a more neutral setting. We're just now going to try and hit some cuts with it. Not ideal, I would rather just be able to put my kind of normal swing on it rather than trying to fight one side of the golf course, but we're going to see how it plays, see how easy it is to shape it. I'm a little bit sceptical about it, based on yesterday on the golf course. Certainly straighter, no cut though. That was better. Just got that fractionally off the toe, turned it over a little bit, but I'm still not getting the consistency of the shape that I'm after. Right, just to make it a fair test, we'll go back to the M5, see how easy it is for me to shape that, and see how it compares with the Titleist. Okay, so having hit a few with each, definitely the biggest difference from the two is the launch. The M5 for me is launching a lot higher, and it could be down to the shaft profiles a little bit, but certainly it's launching higher, it's spinning pretty similar but maybe just a touch higher as well overall on average, swinging them at very similar speeds, very similar distances in the end. For me it's going to come down to which driver I can control better, and so far at the minute I'm controlling the M5 better, but what we're going to put into test a little bit is how hard we can hit them and still control it. I've got a feeling I might actually get a little bit better as I try and hit the Titleist harder. It might stop me hitting it left, so we're going to give that a go. We're going to hit a few shots with each and see how it goes. Okay folks, so done my testing on the course, done my testing here now at the range on the launch monitor, and to be fair, there isn't a lot between them. For me it comes down, whenever you're going for a fitting, whenever you're testing out a new driver or a new club, you've got to make sure it's right for you in terms of how it feels and how comfortable you are going to be adapting to the change on the golf course. And for me, I think this would just take me a little bit too much getting used to. I think I would need to dial in the shaft a little bit more, give it a fair test with something a little bit heavier, but also I think there just isn't enough difference for me to make the change. Although what I would say is, as I started to hit this harder and started to swing faster, I actually got better and got more control out of it. So for me, the fact that I can therefore commit to a swing and really go after it and be confident that I'm going to hit it pretty straight, I like that. But what I don't like is seeing the left hand side of the golf course, and I see it far too often with this. That does not mean don't go and get fitted. This is coming in at $499. It's pricey, and it's pricey for a reason. It is really, really good, and it's definitely worth trying. With the M5, it's only a couple of years old. It's another great driver, but you can still feel a little bit of a technology change as you move up in terms of strike and feel. There just feels something a little bit more modern to it, so I could be persuaded. I might try it a little bit more, especially when new product comes in. We've got new Taylormade product coming in, we've got new Pink product coming in, and I'm looking forward to trying them as well, new Callaway ones. Everything is pretty similar, and eaksy peaksy, it's going to come down to personal preference when you're trying this thing. But what I would say, great driver, enjoy testing it, and it's up to you whether you want to give it a go and test it for yourselves. As always folks, if you enjoyed the video, this is something a little bit different today, like, comment, share, get involved, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you could, that'd be helpful. But if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know and we'll keep them coming. Cheers.